There's a train in China that runs straight through the 8th floor of a residential building. Not next to it, not underneath it, through it. People are eating breakfast on their balcony while the train rattles past their window. And this isn't some tourist gimmick built for Instagram. It's just how this city solved a problem nowhere else in the world has had to deal with. Welcome to Chongqing. It's home to over 30 million people, which makes it one of the largest cities on the planet. And yet chances are you've never really heard anyone talk about it. While everyone's obsessing over Tokyo and Shanghai, this place has been quietly building itself into one of the most visually insane cities in the world. Stacked highways, buildings that fold into mountains, and streets that genuinely confuse GPS. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what to do here, where to stay, what to eat, and why this might be the most underrated city trip you take this year. Let's get into it. That train station I mentioned is called Liziba, and it's become the single most photographed spot in the whole city. The reason it exists is actually really practical. Chongqing was built on such steep, mountainous terrain that when they needed to run a metro line through a residential tower, going straight through the building was the easiest option. You can stand on the viewing platform outside and watch it happen every few minutes, and honestly, no photo does it justice until you're standing there yourself. From there, head into an area that's earned itself a reputation as Chongqing's Cyberpunk District. Multi-level walkways stack on top of each other. Neon signage bleeds into the fog that rolls in most evenings, and staircases lead to buildings that look like they're floating above the street below. This is the kind of neighborhood where you lose your sense of direction. Phones struggle to hold a GPS signal because of how the terrain and buildings interact, so don't stress if you get turned around. Just wander. This is a city built for getting lost in the best possible way. Once the sun starts going down, make your way to Hongya Cave. It's a cliffside structure built in traditional stilt house style, stacked 11 stories up a hillside, and when it lights up at night, it turns into one of the most photographed skylines in the country. Arrive right at dusk if you can. That's when the lights start switching on against a sky that hasn't gone fully dark yet, and it's an incredible transition to watch in person. Now, you can't talk about Chongqing without talking about hot pot, because this is genuinely considered the hot pot capital of China. The local style is spicy, numbing, and built around a broth that locals have been perfecting for generations. Find a restaurant along the riverside, order the mala broth if you can handle heat, and don't be afraid to ask for the mild side if you can't. Most places split the pot in half so you get both. This isn't just a meal, it's basically a cultural rite of passage here, and skipping it would be like visiting Paris and skipping the croissants. Everything you'll need for the perfect trip, including direct links to every spot mentioned in this video and a card called WISE, used for spending overseas without getting hit by conversion fees, is all sitting in the description box below. When it comes to nightlife, this is where Chongqing genuinely surprises people. Along the riverside strips, you'll find rooftop bars looking straight out over the water, late-night noodle stalls that stay busy until sunrise, and a buzz that feels closer to a coastal party city than anywhere landlocked. If you're after one night out that captures the whole city's energy, this stretch is it. Locals out celebrating, tourists mixing in, and a skyline behind it all that looks like something out of a film. To really understand why people call this a megacity, take one of the cable cars across the Yangtze River. It was originally built as everyday public transport, and locals still use it that way, but for visitors it doubles as one of the best viewpoints in the city. You get the full skyline, the rivers, the bridges, and the sheer scale of Chongqing all in one ride. Then, for a completely different pace, spend an afternoon in Ciqikou ancient town. It's a preserved old riverside town with narrow cobbled streets, traditional wooden architecture, and tea houses that have been running for generations. After a few days of neon lights and stacked highways, this area gives you a look at what the region looked like before any of the modern city existed. And it's a nice reminder that this isn't just a futuristic skyline. It's got centuries of history sitting right alongside it. Now let's talk logistics, because this is genuinely one of the more affordable big cities you'll find anywhere in the world. The best time to visit is spring or autumn, from March to May or September to November, when temperatures are mild and you avoid both the brutal summer humidity and the thick winter fog. Summer here gets seriously hot and sticky, so unless you love humidity, plan around it. For budget accommodation, look at guest houses around the Jifeng Bay or Liziba areas. You'll find clean, well-located rooms for a fraction of what you'd pay in Tokyo or Shanghai, often with rooftop views included for free. If you want to treat yourself, the riverside hotels overlooking the Yangtze offer some of the best skyline views in the country, and prices are still noticeably lower than comparable luxury stays in other major Chinese cities. A few things worth knowing before you go. Download a VPN before you arrive, since most Western apps won't work once you land. Grab a local eSIM ahead of time so you're not stuck hunting for Wi-Fi. And the metro system here is excellent and cheap, so you genuinely don't need to rely on taxis to get around. Before I get into the last spot on this list, I've put together a completely free travel planner that covers everything I just mentioned and more. Flights, transport, accommodation, budget breakdowns, and packing lists, all in one place, totally free to grab. It's linked in the description below, so if you're planning a trip here, go grab it before you forget. And honestly, if there's one thing that sums up why Chongqing deserves way more attention than it gets, it's this: a city of 30 million people, built into mountains, wrapped around rivers, glowing with neon at night, and somehow still flying almost completely under the radar. That combination just doesn't exist anywhere else. If this video helped you plan your next trip, do me a favor and hit like, share it with someone who needs to see this city, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.